I may be the lone voice, but I want to register it on record that I appreciate the work members of parliament do in the security sector with the national government constituency development fund. And if the time comes for public participation or any conversation around these resources, I am going to continue being on record to be the cabinet secretary who supports the presence of NGCDF in the country. I believe, and this is not just political statements, I did so when I was a senator. I believe that money that have gone to the corner of Kenya, somewhere in Elwak, yeah, despite the conversation about whether I love my MP or not, I believe that money is more devolved than the ones that come to the county headquarters. Yeah? And so, if those resources are being appropriated by locals in a village in certain corner, and they are saying we want to build this police station, we want to build this chief's office, we want to build a sub-county office, I don't think it is right for us to say, return that money back to Nairobi, so that we can now all of us go and queue in the Ministry of Education to beg for money for classes, the Ministry of Interior to ask for money for police station, Ministry of Agriculture to ask for this. I think that we can, within the remaining 1 year that the courts have given us to relook at the CDF law and so forth, we can fashion it a little better, but the concept of having national government CDF is extremely important, and even more important for the security and security-prone areas like the marginalized and ASAL areas. So my voice, I will be giving my voice both as a cabinet secretary but also as a citizen of this country, that these resources need to go further, not to come back. And we need, as I sat in the task force on devolved government, so I was part of the people who drafted the 6 laws for devolution before I became a senator. And if you look at Article 6 of the Constitution, it doesn't say devolution is a factor of counties. Devolution also is a principle that applies to national government, so that it says that the devolved system of government must make government, national government, even if their functions are national in nature, they must be able to use the principle of devolution to decentralize resources and functions closer to the people. So I want us to look at Article 6 from that perspective. And therefore, maybe I'm selfish, but I have seen what CDF does for security, and I am looking for partnership with members of parliament. We build more security installations, especially police stations. Most of our police stations in some areas are looking very bad. Some in some constituencies are fantastic. I like to see a common structures of police stations, chief's offices. When I went to Marsabit the other day, I went to open a chief's office built by Honorable Dido Raso and their CDF in that place, and I looked, it was very good. And I went to another one in Machakos and other places when we were doing Jukwaa Usalama. I really want to see a lot of this, and we have instructed National Police Service to give us standard model of a police station, so that we have one model for across the country, and we are also developing a standard office of the chief and the standard office of ACC, DCC, county, so that we all of us build standard offices across the country and allow our officers to operate in respectable offices.